How did the traitors happen to me? Traitors have been happening to me all my life. We're all in an industry where trust is rare and dhoka is everywhere.
Super impressive trailer. As in, I was talking to you at backstage and I told that it's already connected us. We want more and more, and we're so hooked into it already. So can't wait for the 12th of June. We gotta wait because मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ कि patience bears fruitful results. A few questions so that we could deep dive into the world of the traitors. And Nikhil, starting with you, when curating this particular group of 20 players for the traitors, what were the traits that you guys were looking for?
So for traders, we were for the show. These players, we wanted them to be diverse bunch of players from all walks of life. But most importantly, everyone should have a unique trait that they bring for the to the show. And we're very lucky that we found these 20 incredible players who joined the show. Some of them, as you've seen, are sort of natural charmers. Some of them are strategic players. And some of them are just too innocent to play dirty. And that was really crucial, this bunch of people to come together. But above all, we were looking for people who have a distinct personality, who are unapologetic about presenting themselves on screen, their authentic self. And also, very importantly, emotionally intelligent people, because it's such a mind game. You need to be able to influence others, you need to be able to manipulate others to sort of get ahead. And one interesting thing about all these players is that some of them are known to each other from before, and many of them are sort of complete strangers. They don't know each other at all. So it'll be fun to see that in the show, if you know somebody from outside, is that a strength, or does it turn out to be a weakness in the show? And that's really where the fun comes from.
Yeah, we look forward to that fun. And you said they're charmers, they're strategic players, but all in all, they all are great talkers, because that's what they have to get their way around. And well, thank you for those details. And Karan, how did the traitors happen to you, and what was the first thought that crossed your mind when you were approached for the traitors?
How did the traitors happen to me? Traitors have been happening to me all my life. We're all in an industry where trust is rare and dhoka is everywhere. But I was actually, Nikhil came home one evening and said that I have something exciting to tell you about. And he said it's a show called The Traitors, and then we want you to host it. I'm like, who else can host a show called The Traitors? And then, of course, I went and saw the international formats. I saw the UK version, the US version, which are already cult and loved and hugely popular shows, all into their third season, if I'm not wrong. I was just absolutely enthralled, invested, engaged, mesmerized by the sheer craziness of this supremely clever format. It was apparently a format was created in, it was a Norwegian, it was a Dutch format, sorry. It's a Dutch format. I'm like, those guys are supremely clever to come out with, and I loved it. And I was like pretty much on as soon as I saw that. I was like, let's do it, because it seemed so exciting. It was different from every other reality show that is on any kind of platform. And I was like, this is something I haven't done, and here you don't need to be inauthentic. The thing is, in many reality shows, we are also fraudulent, on a daily basis. We are crying when we don't want to cry, or we are laughing loudly when we don't want to laugh. Here, it's none of that. It's all actually real-time drama, and you're reacting authentically. There's no put on. Everyone is being an authentic self. You're really feeling betrayed. You're really feeling hurt. You're really feeling happy or empowered. You basically are the most authentic self of yourself. And I think that's what really excited me.
It's absolutely raw.
Yeah.
And we love the bold you and the outspoken you, and as you rightly started by saying, who is better than you to host the traitors. So thank you, and we look forward to it. Nikhil, how significant is the host to the format of the traitors?
So this is a great question, because unlike other formats, the host is not present throughout the gameplay. But whenever the host enters the show, they sort of create chaos and maximum impact. So when we were looking to see who should sort of host the show, we wanted someone who's warm but can also be intimidating, someone who you can have a great conversation with, but also someone who's larger than life and extremely charismatic. And Karan was the sort of obvious choice. His command on storytelling, his experience, his ability to create emotion and drama and tension is sort of unparalleled. And when you see him, you've seen a glimpse, but when you see him on the show, you'll understand what an amazing impact that he's had on the show to make it even more riveting. And thank you, Karan, for agreeing to do this.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Well, Karan, you did mention at the start of the event today that there's a circle of shak and everything
Right.
is a murder. But we want to know, and we also saw it in the player that but we want to know, how do players get eliminated?
So that's what happens. Is basically in the circle of shak, everybody tries to spot the traitor, and then they take a consensus. So the maximum votes given to X person is then doomed traitor and then is made to leave. But before leaving is asked, are you a traitor or are you an innocent? And that's the moment to really watch out for. Because when they get it wrong, you can tell the collective gasp of all the conspirators, like, shit, we got it wrong. And when they get it right, literally, I won't give you any spoilers, but there was one moment when perhaps they got it right, and I felt they were going to jump on me as well, and that's not the format because I'm the host and you have to be really keep a distance from me, but I could feel the energy in that room. So that's how one gets eliminated. But the three traitors also every night meet under the clock tower and they murder one person. So there are 2 eliminations every day.
Wow, that's a lot to take.
Yeah, it is. And I want to tell you, you mean business in every moment of, like, literally when I used to wear these long coats and arrive every day and I felt like I was in character myself. So I feel like you can't communicate with any player. I can't talk to them even though I'm friendly with some. Mahip is one of my dearest friends. I wasn't even looking at her. She was getting really hassled because she kept like looking for some validation, some smile, like somebody, and I would just give her the dirtiest looks ever because I'm not meant to engage. I'm not meant to talk. I cannot be caught like in the corridors of that hotel and even being spoken to. If that happens, they will be asked to leave. They're breaking format. So it was exhausting as to go back to my hotel room and feel like, when I go under the shower and feel like, oh God, I feel like an entire truckload of baggage has gone off my because whole day you're being so strict and disciplinarian, you're in the mode, you're following the format, you're being aggressive, angry and strict all the time. I'm not all those things on a daily basis, though many would believe maybe I am, but I'm not. So it was really tough for me also as a host to keep that visage.
We vouch for that, you are not. But on a daily basis.
Oh, you don't know me.
What we've seen, definitely. But this mysterious circle of shak, pura ka pura din, now for the players, wo shak pe ji rahe hain pura din?
बिल्कुल.
How does that, when you're seeing them, how
कुछ friendly होने की acting कर रहे हैं, तो कुछ constantly शकी नजर से देख रहे हैं, कुछ किन्होंने एक्चुअली ग्रुप्स बनाया है क्योंकि उनको लगता है कि जितने हम एक ग्रुप बनाएंगे तो हम फिर एक्स पर्सन को बाहर निकाल सकते हैं, और वो शायद उस ग्रुप बनाने वाला या वाली एक ट्रेटर हो. तो इट्स अ लॉट ऑफ मैनिपुलेशन एंड स्कीमिंग. और जब मैं देखता था कंट्रोल रूम में क्या हो रहा है, बस भाई ये जो 20 ये प्लेयर्स है, ये शातिर प्लेयर्स है, वो पता नहीं कहां से प्राइम अमेज़न निखिल ने चुने इनको. लेकिन आई जस्ट वांट टू से आई वाज आउट मैं वहां कुछ 12 दिन 14 दिन तक था और मेरे साथ मेरी टीम भी आई थी. मैं एक फिल्म लिख रहा था, कुछ प्रेप भी हो रही थी दूसरी फिल्मों के लिए. वो सब छोड़ छाड़ के काम में कंट्रोल रूम में आके बैठ जाते थे बिकॉज दे वांटेड टू नो, लाइक दे वर वाचिंग इट लाइव टाइम, एंड देन द वंस हु लेफ्ट वुड मैसेज हु गॉट आउट, हु गॉट मर्डर्ड. लाइक इट वाज लाइक लिटरली वी वर ऑल लाइक, आई यूज्ड टू वेट फॉर नेहा हु वाज रनिंग द एंटायर शो टू कॉल मी द नाइट एंड से ओके एक्स पर्सन गॉट, एंड आई वुड वेट एंड आई वाज इन very sleepy, but at 2 or 3 in the morning मुझे वो information मिल जाती थी and I was like okay now I'll sleep because मुझे पता चल गया. So literally I'm not lying to you, अगर मैं शो में हूँ और मैं इतना invested हूँ तो आप लोग जो शो के बिल्कुल दूर हैं, आपको मैं बता ही नहीं सकता कि आपके दिल और दिमाग के साथ क्या होने वाला है 12 जून के बाद.
वो सारे के सारे 17 पीछे देख रहे हैं अभी और बोले कि अच्छा
ये लोगों से मुझे अब भी डर लगता है मैं अभी उनको ठीक तरह नहीं मिल पाता हूँ क्योंकि मैं जानता हूँ कि शातिर दिमाग को भैया ये मेरे इंडस्ट्री के भाई हैं, बहन हैं, दोस्त हैं, कॉलीग्स हैं, लेकिन मैं इनसे हमेशा दूर ही रहूंगा। मैंने महीप को ट्रस्ट करना बंद कर दिया उसके बाद, शो के बाद मैं ट्रस्ट ही नहीं करता महीप को अभी।
But we can't wait to connect with them on the 12th of June through The Traitors. And Nikhil, my question is for you. Now, with The Traitors, Prime Video is further elevating its growing unscripted slate. Now, from the perspective of the audience, how is the viewing experience different from other reality shows? And what are your expectations from The Traitors?
So one of the terms which is very loosely used to describe shows is immersive content. But I can be completely honest that in this case, the term completely applies. And what sets the show apart is, as an audience, you already know who a traitor is and who the innocent is. And that makes the audience like a third character in the show. And you're seeing all this sort of deception play out in front of you. This is the kind of show that helps you understand the players and get into their psyche and mind in a way that no other show has done till now. And it'll shock you the kind of games that they're playing with each other to win. It's actually quite mind blowing, and the show is done so well across the world. We're hoping that it does extremely well in India as well. And for everyone out there, if you're looking for something which is truly bold, new, fresh, disruptive, Traitors is the show to watch.
Thank you so much for always dishing out some amazing content on Prime Video and wishing you the best for The Traitors. And thank you for spilling the tea and giving us the insights. And we really can't wait for the 12th of June and every Thursday, 8 p.m. We got to stay hooked onto Prime Video to watch out The Traitors पे क्या होगा, कौन धोखा, कोई किसी का सगा नहीं है, as you rightly said. So
पहले एपिसोड में मैं बोलता हूँ धमाका होने वाला है. Like you are not going to expect what's going to happen on episode 1. Like let me tell you, कि at 9 p.m. sharp, you're going to have your jaw dropping. I can assure you.
Okay, we can't wait. We can't wait, definitely. And thank you for giving us so much information